Last September, I graduated with a master's in digital marketing, and since then, I started my first full-time job as a marketing manager, and I also discovered mentorship for myself. So there's this platform that I use called Growth Mentor, and they're not paying me to say this. I really love their platform, and I can pay quarterly and can book calls with mentors that work as founders, as marketing managers, as heads of marketing, as PPC specialists, Google Ads specialists, Google Analytics specialists, data scientists. There is a whole huge array of mentors on here. Here as well, like design UX, you can talk about that. Social media marketing, product analytics, productized services, data science, no code. So there are specialists from different fields that you can actually book 30-minute calls with, and you can get advice on a challenge you're facing, or they can help you troubleshoot, I don't know, analytics tracking or something. You can just talk to a person, an actual person that knows their stuff and that can share their wealth of experience with you in a 30-minute call. And I think this is just incredible. So of course, as a Notion ambassador, as a Notion fan, big fan, I had to create a template for you to use if you want to get into mentorship and start having mentor calls. And I just want to break it down for you in this video, just quickly as I can, how it works, how I use the template, and how you can use it too. So starting from the top, we have on the left the tasks database. And here you can basically see all of the tasks from across all of your mentorship calls in one view. On the right here, we have pages, so you can embed, for example, a Figma file, a FigJam file, Miro board. For example, I like to show visuals and I use FigJam for that, so I can just embed my FigJam file here. Here's my Growth Mentor affiliate link. If you do want to try it out, you can use that. And you can also add other pages that you like to refer to, notes. Underneath that is the My Mentors overview, and you can add a new mentor every time you schedule a new mentor call. So what I do, for example, I go through the platform, I look through the mentors, I know what my challenge is, and I want to overcome this challenge, so I book a new call. I create a new mentor here, and then it pre-populates with a template. I can open this page up, I type in the name of the mentor, let's say the name is Jasmine, and I add a date when my next call is with that person, so let's say Friday, their expertise, which is like, I don't know, Google Ads, their current position, just so that I have an overview of who I'm talking to. And then I also do some prep work before the call, and this prep work is, I look up the mentor, I see what their expertise is, where they worked, what they can help me with. I also have this introduction section, which if you schedule Growth Mentor calls, you need to write down the challenge or pain point and also the desired outcome. So I just copy paste it from the Growth Mentor here, but you can also use this for any other platform or any other mentor calls. What I also have is some background information. So I have this intro about me and the company, and I have just kind of the structure of the call that I roughly write down for myself, so that we stay within this 30-minute limit and that I don't go overboard with my questions and structure, and I don't plan too many topics into one call. Another thing that helps me with that is I have this overview with questions and topics, and before the call I write down all of the questions I have for the mentor in here. So I just created this new mentor, Jasmine, and what I can do is I can filter this view with questions for Jasmine, like this. And then every question I add here, how do I structure a landing page, for example? This is associated with Jasmine, so in the future I can filter all of my questions by the mentor. So I can see, I ask these questions to Jasmine, I ask these questions to another mentor, etc. During the call I take notes, so I just can write down CTA or something, like any notes I have during the call here. I can also tag the questions if I want to. And also underneath that I have meeting notes. So Like above as well, you just filter it for the mentor. So filter, mentors, Jasmine, and then you can add your meeting notes, Maria, Jasmine. Add the date of the meeting, and if you have multiple meetings, then you can have all of your meetings in one database in the mentor overview, in the mentor page. So that's why I like it so much, this kind of having a page for each mentor. And the same with tasks. After the call, typically, so during the call, I have this filter set for Jasmine, and then I add the tasks, the things I need to do after the call, so maybe she gave me some tips. Jasmine gave me some tips on landing pages, for example, or ads, but let's say landing pages, and I can write down for myself landing page after Growth Mentor call. Right, and then I can set this to, in progress, for example. What else? As the last section, I have shared resources, Growth Mentor. So you filter again for Jasmine. And then if Jasmine shared with me a website that I can take a look at, or a resource, or a page, or a PDF, I can just add it here, new resource. And again, this resource is connected to Jasmine, so I can filter. Once you have 30 calls or 40 calls, etc., I think this will be a very helpful feature. If we leave this page now, you see Jasmine is now a new mentor here. And what we can also see is you can, underneath that, see the questions and topics and Growth Mentor meeting notes, and you can see we added Maria x Jasmine, which just popped up here in the meeting notes view, and we also added a question for Jasmine, which is here, how do I structure a landing page? And whenever a question is done, like I can, for example, I go to this Jasmine page and I ask this question in a call, I can just check it off as done, and it disappears here. It also disappears here, but where did it go? It went to the done view. So here you can see the answer is still here. It's just not in this table of open questions. And every time I have a question, I can just add a new one to the database. And then even if I don't have a mentor yet to ask this question to, I can just ask this question later. So how to optimize for clicks or something. And then I can later find a mentor that would help me with that. I don't have to find the mentor now. Does it make sense? Okay, and then on the left we have the meeting notes for all mentors, and then on the right we have the resources section. So again, we added this new resource. We didn't tag it, unfortunately, so we can tag it here with like strategy, for example, or you can add a new tag. And you see we have these resources with links in one unified view from all mentors. That can be quite helpful. So that is basically how it works. I hope this was helpful, this overview. And you can always add more mentors, of course. You can also adjust the template that I have here that pre-populates this one. You can adjust it to your needs by clicking on this button and then this button and then clicking edit. And this makes you edit the template. So if I change something here, whenever I create a new mentor, this template that pre-populates, it changes. This would change. So just so you know, be careful with that, but it is something you can do if you want to. Yeah, I hope this was helpful. And I will add a link to this template below. Thank you very much for watching, and let me know what you think as well if you try it out.